Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the recent uploads. Basically with these last few videos, I know they're a little bit longer than usual. I try to keep them between 7 and 10 minutes, but I'm just trying a new thing where I'm just trying to show you a little bit more of normal speed and what we're actually doing. As you can see, like in some of the videos, like you can hear the discussions about how we talk about how we're going to work together and how we're going to get the job done. And also it just gives it a bit of a more real feel when everything's not in high speed. Because believe it or not, I do actually work at a normal pace. Anyway, if you're enjoying it and you quite like to see us working in slow, moving real time, I know it makes the videos a bit longer. If it's something you like so you can actually see what's happening, let us know in the comments. And if you don't like it and I should continue as is, then say something in the comments. And same again, if you don't like the music, tell me what you like and I'll add it. But for now, you can just keep listening to what I like listening to, which it's alright. Bit of background music in it.
Bonjour, good morning. It is Sunday the 26th of January. Yes, it's Sunday. What a joy to be working all weekend and then all through the week again. Right, following on from that last video clip, obviously we got all this boarded, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is dotting the plasterboard onto these side bits. So I'll put a bit on there, a bit on there, a bit on that side, and do the faces. If you know about dotting and dabbing, you know what I'm on about. If you don't, we call it bonding in the UK. Over here it is called mortar adhesive, and as you can clearly see, it shows little dabs of the adhesive stuck to a wall. So basically you have a big tub, ta-da, here is a big tub, you chuck a load of that in there, you put some water, you do quite a stiff mix, you don't want it too sloppy because it needs to be like a solid dab on the wall. And then you stick the plasterboard to it, and then using your straight edge, you tap it nice and flat on the wall, make sure it's nice and level and square to the wall you're putting it to, and then it goes off and stays on the wall. Really good system. You need an awesome mixer like this to mix the gear up because it's quite thick. So this is called a Refiner Mega Mixer. Pretty much this is the best thing on the market. There you go, sponsored by. I've had that absolutely years. It is a beast of a tool. You could make a very big cake with it if you really wanted to. Happy days. Right, I'm going to get a mix on and get those boards there stuck on these walls here. So let's get on with it. Right, first thing to do before you mix up is get your boards cut. So once you've cut them all, you want to do what we call a dry fit. Which is literally putting them in place to make sure it all fits, because if you put a load of gear on there and then you go to stick it and it doesn't fit, obviously you end up with loads of crap of glue on the back, which is messy as hell. Then you've got to recut it, which means it goes everywhere. So you just dry fit, take it away, and then you're ready to do the adhesive, which I'll do now. Right, I've got everything set up, everything's in place exactly how it should be, so the next thing to do is get a mix on. Normally a 25 kilo bag, you would say we'll do 3 full boards, but that's UK spec, so that would be 2.4 metre high. So with this, because the boards are slightly bigger, obviously that won't be enough, but because the boards aren't cut at 1.2, they're actually cut at 850, there should be enough gear there to do the 3 boards that I've cut. Basically, you just got to gauge it. So I'll put it on, put the correct amount on, and if there isn't enough at the end, then you obviously, you don't stick it, simple as that, you just get rid. Right, I'll get mixed. Right, to sort of show you the consistency. See, it sort of like holds its form. So when you stick it on the wall, it'll stay there rather than slopping all down the wall. So I'll show you doing that now. So, load up the hawk nice and well, and then get dabbing, hence the name. Various regulations with this, but traditionally back home you follow the white book, which is the British Gypsum book for all the specifications. So if this was an exterior wall, you would do what they call picture framing. So you do solid dabs around the whole perimeter of the room, which helps with air tightness and things like that. For this particular application, solid dabs along the bottom, that's so you've got something solid for your skirting board to go against. And if you're, say, doing coding as well, you can do the top. So what you see me just do then is I've lifted it up with a foot lifter so it's butted at the top. Then we make sure it's in against the wall. We'll use a straight edge. And you just check it to make sure there's no bones in it. So you go up and down like that, little tap to seat it into position. Right, so that's nice and flat now, you can tell, the whole way over. And then in case you're putting units, you want to make sure it's square as well. Right, that's that done. Right, literally same again. Nice and easy. Right, I don't like to ever tempt fate, so I didn't say it, but sometimes this gear comes dodgy out of the bag, and this is a good example. You're supposed to have a working time of at least half an hour, and already it's starting to go off. You can feel it. It just feels different as it starts to go off. So if you'd have done a big mix and then you had to stick loads of board rather than just doing small mixes, you'd be in trouble now. You'd have to bin all this gear. Start again. Right, there's a little bit of gear left over, but not enough to do the faces. So basically all you do is just keep on chucking it on the wall until it's all gone. No point wasting it. A bit of extra adhesion is never a bad thing. Right, I'm going to show you something and I'm going to tell you a quick story. Right, so as you've seen, I just whack that all into place. I hold my level up. Can you see that? Would you agree? That is perfect. Perfectly level, or plumb as we should say. So I did a bathroom job ages ago. Dot and dabbed it. And because obviously I do my videos, I filmed it all. And when I come later on down the line to tile it all, I measured my centre point, started measuring back, and it was all out, like, you know, it was running out, nothing was right. And it was like, something's wrong here. So I did what I had to do, sorted it out. And anyway, I went back and re-watched the video, and you watched me with my straight edge, exactly like I was doing there, and I was tapping it, you can see me going along, checking it. And basically, what had happened is, obviously different products, different country and that. This, when it had dried, had sucked in like an excessive amount. Normally that would stay exactly where it is, but it sucked in about 10 mil. So as it dried, it obviously, you know, contracted, and it basically put the wall out of plumb and put a bit of a belly into the board, which was really annoying. So basically what I'm saying is, you've seen I just did it nice and straight. So we'll come back and we'll check that to see if there's any discrepancies. Right. Let's see what we're up to. Okay, I've mixed up plenty of plaster. Let's get it on the wall. I'm having fun. It was an old bag of open plaster, so it's not been the best job to use. It's gone off a bit quick, been a bit gritty in places, but I've just rescued it. I've got the sponge float all over it, flattened it all off, and sorted out any bits and pieces. I'm using a new trowel, a Refiner Superflex trowel. So this is the finishing trowel. It's huge. Look at the size of that. Basically, this is used once you've put it all on and done your first flatten. You just then use this as your finish. So you just keep doing it until you're finished. A lot of the plasterers rave about it. This is my normal Marshalltown that I use, that a lot of the plasterers use, and as you can see, there's quite a big difference. A lot of them swear by this, other people think it's a load of rubbish. Richie's used it once and said it was good, so I asked if I could borrow it and give it a go, so that's what I'm going to do. Tell you what, instantly that is impressive. Literally, that is really good. Very impressive. Just basically compared to the Marshalltown, it flattens it off a lot smoother and easier, and obviously because it's a lot bigger, you get more more done for the time that you're doing it in. Right, considering that was old plaster, I've got that looking nice. More than happy to shine a light down it. Lovely jubbly. Really pleased with that. Right, basically what's going to happen now is I'm clearing out the whole downstairs area, getting it all stashed away and off the floor, ready to put the plastic down and all the pipe. Obviously that pile there can now get moved into the other room and laid on the floor, so over the coming week that's what I plan to do in the evenings. So watch this space.